My name is Megan Hagenauer, and I am a neuroscientist and a bioinformatician at the University of Michigan, and an accomplished failure. When I first envisioned the storytelling session back in 2018, um, what I wanted was to create the antithesis of a traditional scientific talk. Because normally when we are at these big scientific conventions, we go up on stage and present these carefully collated PowerPoint slides overviewing a clean, coherent story of our successes and breakthroughs. And what I wanted to do was peel away that layer of polishing to reveal the long, stumbling chain of failures that typically underlie these findings. The botched experiments, the rejected proposals, the interpersonal and logistical fiascos that pop up during our audacious attempts to understand something so complicated as the human brain. Because statistically speaking, anytime you do something that is really difficult, the most likely outcome is that you fail, and science is really difficult. So what I envisioned was this grand ballroom and a stage with a single microphone and a spotlight, and these accomplished scientists coming up on stage one by one to open up with honesty and emotion about this hidden world of scientific failure. And I pictured a live audience, and I pictured the live audience would be there listening to these stories, rapt, laughing and gasping and cringing along with the speakers as they told their stories. And then after the stories were over, I imagined that the audience would head out of the conference center, head out of the hall to luncheons and socials, and then start to share their own stories of scientific failure. And so the event was not meant to be a single event, but a catalyst opening up a broader discussion about scientific failure. And so my hope was that by opening up this discussion about scientific failure, that we would not only be able to better learn from each other's unfortunate blunders, but even more importantly, that we would make trainees realize that they are not alone when they make these mistakes, that we have all been there, and that these mistakes don't mean that you can't succeed, but are actually the building blocks that are necessary for scientific success.